Hey guys, Dave here. Well, if you're anything like me, you love mac and cheese. It's such a great comfort food. And I've done maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6, maybe even 8 variations of it. But I decided today we're going to do a Smoky Mountain style mac and cheese. Yes, Smoky Mountain style with that barbecue sauce and some smoked paprika. It is going to be so good. So let me show you how to do it. As always, the ingredients. And first of all, we have some cheese, some yellow mustard, sugar, garlic, onion, of course, some macaroni noodles, ground beef, red bell pepper, Italian seasonings, smoked paprika, salt, pepper, barbecue sauce, hot sauce, some cream, some beef broth, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce. Okie dokie. So the first thing I'm going to do here is grab up some ground beef, and this is just medium ground beef, and I'm going to add it to a pan over medium-high heat. And we'll just kind of break this up a little bit. Still have to get me one of those breaker-upper thingies from the dollar store. And once again, guys, I'm still using my grass-fed ground beef that I bought on sale. Like I said, I bought 10 packs of it. It's really good beef. And I'm using the old cast iron pan again, and it would be a great day for cooking outside over the open fire. We'd really get that smoky effect, but it's been rainy out once again. But don't worry, we're going to get to that. And of course, we're just going to fry this up until it's browned and cooked through, so this won't take too long. Well, that beef is frying up. I'm going to grab up a good old red bell pepper here. And I'm just going to slice. And then, of course, we're going to dice this up. You could julienne it, but I think I want it diced in this case. And of course, you don't have to use a red bell pepper. You could use a green. I just like the red effect. It's a little sweeter and it looks good in the dish. Could even use yellow for that matter, not use bell pepper at all. Okay, we are pretty much fried up here and looking good. So I'm just going to shove everything to one side of the pan. Like I keep saying, that's the beauty of this great cast iron pan, or this big cast iron pan, is you got lots of room to work with. So we are going to go in with a small chopped onion, 3 cloves of the old garlic, as always, and those bell peppers we just chopped up. That's kind of our aromatics. And we'll just stir and saute this for a few minutes until that wonderful aroma of onion and garlic fill the air. Those bell peppers begin to soften a teeny bit. And I don't know, once you get those onion and garlic sauteing there, that smell becomes so aromatic, so good. Alrighty, we're all sauteed up here, so I'm just going to mix everything together. Now it is time to go in with some of the Smoky Stubbs barbecue sauce. And I'm going to add quite a bit of this, probably about a third or half a cup. And it's going to give it that nice smoky effect. And you can add more or less, depending on your taste. Follow this up with a couple of teaspoons of the good old ketchup. I think I just said teaspoon, guys. I actually meant tablespoon. Now, about a tablespoon of the good old Worcestershire sauce for that depth of flavor. And about a teaspoon of brown sugar, just to get that little bit of sweetness. Teaspoon of yellow mustard for that tardiness. Now, of course, the old smoked paprika. And I'm going to go about maybe a teaspoon and a half of this. And the Italiano seasoning that I always use. And again, we're going with about a teaspoon or 2 of that. That's got just about everything in it. A good dash, maybe a teaspoon more than a dash of Frank's hot sauce. Now, you could use sriracha, whatever you like. But I like the old Frank's. Some salt, about a teaspoon of salt, depending on how salty you want it. And of course, some ground black pepper. So I've got everything in here but the kitchen sink. Now I'm going to give everything a good stir around here. Oh, this is beginning to smell so good, that smokiness is just filling the air. Next up, we're going to go in with a couple of cups of good old beef broth, and I made it fairly rich, something like that. Then we're going to follow this up with 2 cups of macaroni or elbow noodles. And of course, give everything a stir around here. We're just going to bring this to a boil. Okie dokie, we've got a bit of a boil happening here, so I'm just going to reduce the heat a little bit, and we'll let this simmer away for about 10 or 12 minutes until till those elbow noodles cook through. But while we are cooking here, I keep yapping about my outdoor kitchen, and yes, I am going to do a video on it, but I'm just not happy with the countertop before I show it to you guys. So I got a bit of work to do there, but get a nice warm day and get it all fixed up, and we'll do a video out there. Now, one thing I did do here, guys, is I said 2 cups of beef broth, but then I made up 2.5 cups. And the reason I did that, if it's looking a little bit dry, which I think it is right now, because we're still about 3 minutes away from being done. So I'm just going to add in a little more broth. So you can, if you make a little extra, you can adjust it accordingly. All right, after 12 minutes or so, we are looking pretty good here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab up some cream, and I'm just going to put a little splash of cream in, maybe about, well, not more than a splash, maybe about 1/4 cup, 1/3 of a cup. This is totally optional, but it just makes it a little bit creamier. You can use milk too or not use it at all, like I say. Just kind of stir this around. Oh, this is looking mighty fine. Now I'm going to go in with my cheese, and this is about 1 cup, and I'm using old sharp cheddar here, but of course you can use the cheese of your choice. But something like that. Give this a stir around. We're still over like medium low heat here. Look at that cheese just melt in there. I'll just let this cook away for another couple of minutes until that cheese melts down and gets well incorporated into that yummy mac and cheese. Now that cheese is melted down and in there, guys, I'm just going to kill the heat here. Oh. And the smell, you got that smoky smell just coming out of there. Oh, it smells good. All righty then. Now, the last step, we're using about 2.5, 3 cups of cheese here. But I am going to go over the top just with a little bit of extra cheese. Of course, it is mac and cheese, right? So we want it nice and cheesy. Now, what do you think? I think this is looking pretty darn good. I'm going to garnish this up with some parsley, and believe it or not, this is fresh from the old garden. Finally growing well. I got a few shots of that too, maybe in the next video. And there you have it, my friends, our Smoky Mountain style mac and cheese, the best mac and cheese you're ever going to have. Take it to a party, a picnic, a church gathering. Everybody will love it. All right, guys, a few tips that come to the old brain is you could use some smoked pepper jack cheese. That would be kind of nice, too. Maybe a splash of pickle juice for that extra tardiness, whatever it might be. This does freeze really, really well. Oh, you could also do some onions over the top, some fried onions over the top, which would be nice. But anyway, it does freeze really well. So go ahead, freeze it up. I usually put it in pouches. Stays in the fridge for 2 or 3 days. Great for leftovers. So you are going to love this. I can hardly wait to dig in. All right, let's grab up some of this. Oh, I wish you were here to smell it because it does smell so good. Just look at this. Our Smoky Mountain style mac and cheese. All right, time to go down the old hatch. Oh, my goodness. I just love this. This is probably one of the best mac and cheeses I've ever had. The barbecue sauce, you got that smoky style, you got that bit of sweetness from the sugar. Oh, just everything just goes together so nicely. You got to make this up. Believe me, guys, everybody is going to love this, just everybody. And if you do leave us a comment, love to read them. Most of all, give us a like. It helps the channel out. And subscribe. Why not? It's free and you get the notifications. Thanks for watching. I'm going to plate this up and definitely have more. But this is so good.